Hey everyone, we're going to talk about something really important today, resilience. It's that incredible human capacity to not just survive hardship, but to rise from those ashes even stronger. But here's the thing about resilience, it's not some magical quality that some people have and others don't. It's not about being fearless or never experiencing pain. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Resilience is born in the midst of struggle, in the heart of vulnerability. It's forged in the fire of those moments when we feel like we're breaking, and yet, somehow, we find a way to put ourselves back together. Today, we're going to explore how to tap into that wellspring of strength within you. We'll talk about how to embrace the hard stuff, reframe our pain, and ultimately, use our experiences to not only transform our own lives, but to lift others. We live in a culture that often avoids discomfort. We want the easy path, the quick fix. But the truth is, our greatest growth, our deepest resilience, is cultivated in the soil of struggle. Think about a seed for a moment. It has to be buried in the darkness. Its shell has to crack open under pressure before it can sprout and grow. It's the same with us. When we face challenges head-on, when we allow ourselves to feel the full weight of our experiences, the grief, the disappointment, the fear, we create space for something new to emerge. We develop the strength and empathy that can only come from walking through the fire. So, I want to challenge you to stop running from the hard stuff. Lean into discomfort. Let yourself feel it all, because those messy, complex emotions are signposts pointing you toward your own resilience. Pain is inevitable in life. We all experience it, but suffering, that's optional. You see, it's not the pain itself that breaks us, it's the meaning we attach to it. It's how we choose to see it. What if, instead of viewing pain as something to fear or avoid, we began to see it as a tool, a catalyst for growth? Think about the story of Joseph in the Bible. He was betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and imprisoned. Yet, through it all, he chose to see his experiences as opportunities for growth, for refining his character. He ultimately rose to a position of power and was able to save his family from famine. Now, I'm not saying that we should glorify pain or pretend it doesn't hurt, but I do believe that when we can shift our perspective, when we can find meaning and purpose in our struggles, we unlock a level of resilience that we never thought possible. Our words have immense power. They can either breathe life into our situations or drain the very life out of us. When we're in the middle of a storm, it's easy to fall into negative self-talk, to allow fear and doubt to run rampant in our minds. But what if we made a conscious effort to speak life, even when it feels hard? Instead of saying, I can't do this, what if we said, I'm figuring this out one step at a time? Instead of saying, I'm a failure, what if we said, I'm learning from my mistakes? Our words become our reality. When we choose to speak words of hope, courage, and strength, we begin to embody those very qualities. So pay attention to the stories you're telling yourself. Replace those negative thoughts with affirmations. Speak kindness to yourself, especially when you're struggling, because your words have the power to shift your entire reality. Sometimes we carry the weight of our past struggles like badges of shame. We replay our mistakes, our heartbreaks, our failures over and over in our minds. But what if we started looking back at those experiences with gratitude instead of shame? What if we recognized that those challenges, those moments when we thought we wouldn't make it, are what made us who we are today? Every scar tells a story of resilience, of overcoming. Every hardship we've endured has left us a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser. So I want you to take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Look back at all the obstacles you've overcome, the setbacks you've bounced back from. Allow yourself to feel proud of how far you've come. Because those scars, those imperfections, they are not something to hide. They are a testament to your strength, your resilience, your capacity for love and growth. There's a special kind of beauty that emerges from pain transformed. When we can take our own experiences, our own brokenness, and use them to connect with others, to offer support and understanding, we tap into a profound level of healing, both for ourselves and for those around us. Sharing our stories, even the messy, imperfect ones, can be incredibly powerful. It allows others to feel seen and understood. It reminds them that they're not alone in their struggles. And it offers a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times there is always light to be found. So, I encourage you to use your story, your experiences, to lift others. Share your struggles, your triumphs, your lessons learned. Because in doing so, you not only empower yourself, but you have the potential to create a ripple effect of hope and healing that extends far beyond yourself. Resilience is not a destination, it's a journey, a lifelong practice of showing up for ourselves even when it's hard. It's about embracing our vulnerability, reframing our pain, and using our experiences to fuel our growth and lift others. And remember, you are braver than you think, stronger than you seem, and more resilient than you ever imagined. If you found this message helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and sharing it with others who might benefit from it. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. What resonated most with you? What are some practices that help you cultivate resilience in your own life? Together, let's create a community of support where we can show up authentically, embrace our imperfections, and empower each other to rise above any challenge life throws our way.